Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Simone here. So today I'm filming one of my favourite videos that I film every month, and I love filming them, and that is my July favourites. I love filming favourites videos, I love compiling my favourites together and talking about things I'm loving, so I hope that you do too. So I have my favourite book, my favourite TV show, my favourite music of the month, my favourite booktubers, YouTubers and YouTube videos. So let's get started. So the first category is my favourite book of the month, and this book I feel like I've talked about in like every video recently, although it's probably only been like one or two. But my favourite book of July was The Disappearance of Emily Marr by Louise Candlish, which I don't hear very many people talking about. This follows a woman named Tabby who has somehow managed to find herself on a small island off the coast of France, and she has some pretty dire situations, and she is trying to find somewhere to stay. She doesn't have any money, and she spots a woman standing outside of her holiday home, or what she thinks is her holiday home, reciting the code to get in. And then when she sees the same woman a little while later carrying a bag out of the apartment, she assumes that the woman is going back to where she lives all year round, and so she decides to let herself in using the code and to stay there for a couple of days just while she figures out what she's going to do. Unfortunately for her, the woman that she spotted does actually live in that house, and it's not a holiday home for her, and so she comes back and finds her sleeping in her bed. And then it's about what happens next, basically. This book is very mysterious, has lots of mystery elements, lots of different things that happen. I did not see what happened at the end coming. I thought it was really well done. Obviously this book will be in my July wrap-up, so I'll talk more about it then. But this was just incredible. I'm really glad I read it. It's not a book I'd heard anyone else talk about. I don't even know where I got this from, like whether it was from like the charity shop or something. I honestly don't know, but I'm really glad I read it, and I would implore you to read it too. So my second category is music, and again this month I have 3 songs I've really been loving. The first of which is Mechanics of the Heart by Cheryl. Cheryl Cole, Cheryl whatever she went, I don't know, I think she's just Cheryl, that's what I'm going to say anyway. And this is from her album A Million Lights, which is one of my favourite albums of all time. Actually, it's my favourite Cheryl album, 100%. And if you don't know about me, you wouldn't necessarily know that I love Cheryl's voice. I think she's amazing. I love her in general. I think she's very, very well put together. She sounds incredible, she looks incredible, and I just love everything about her. This song has just been one that's really stuck in my head pretty much this entire month. I've been really enjoying it. I've been listening to pretty much like all of her music, but this particular song is one that I've really, really enjoyed. Then the second song that I've been really enjoying is Maps by Maroon 5. I used to be quite a big Maroon 5 fan, and I kind of went off it a little bit. Not off it, but just stopped listening to it for a while. And there are a few other songs of theirs that I really, really like. But Maps has been one that has really just come back to me this month. And yeah, it's just definitely one of those kind of feel-good songs, but it's sort of... the video of it is very strange. I feel like you should watch that if you haven't already. I'll link it below anyway. Yeah, it's a very weird video, but it's a good song. And then the final music favourite of mine this month is actually one that Spotify told me to listen to, and it's one I listened to, I reckon when I was about 11, maybe like 10 or 11, I loved Hearsay, the band. Loved them. Like literally, I could literally recite every song of every lyric of every song that they did. I love them that much. And the song that was recommended to me, or like came up on my, like, the daily mix they do, but I don't know if this is the same for everyone, but I've got like 6 of them, and each one is like based on a different like aspect of the music I listen to, and one of them is like really throwback, and this was one, and the song is One by Hearsay. And when I saw the name of it, I couldn't like remember which song that was, but then when I listened to it, I was like, I remember this song, and I remember absolutely loving it. So definitely a favourite of mine this month. I've loved it, and to be honest, I've just loved going back and listening to a lot of the old songs that I listened to when I was younger. So yeah, I realised that was like 15 years ago as well. That's slightly terrifying. So next up I'm going to talk to you about 3 booktubers that I have been loving this month. The first is Anna Reads, and Anna's is a channel that I hadn't really watched that much before, but this month I seem to have like watched the last like 20 odd videos that she's done. Like I've really kind of sat and watched all of her videos, and I think she's amazing. Like she's very, very well spoken. I think she really knows what she's talking about in terms of books. She has a very good taste in books. She's also heavily, she also talks about a lot of LGBT books and different things about that. She did a whole thing in Pride Month in June where she did loads of videos to do with that, and I really loved her videos. I think she's really like she's like a fresh voice, you know, like she's not somebody that I've heard before. Like I've not heard all of the things that she was talking about. Some of them I thought, I've never heard anyone talk about this before, and I think it was amazing. And yeah, I just really like her channel. The next one is somebody who I actually did a buddy read with in July, so you'll see that in the wrap up too, but it's Mary from With Cinnamon Please, and she's a relatively newer booktuber, not new but like a newer booktuber, and I really enjoy her channel. She is from Portugal, I believe. I hope I'm getting that right. I'm really sorry if I haven't. I'm almost certain it's Portugal. But she's very interesting. I love listening to her talk. She does videos about all sorts of different things, but I always love the books that she talks about. Like I'm either reading them or I have them, or I feel like we have quite a similar taste in that way. And like I said, I did a buddy read with her this month, which was one of them. Like I love buddy reading now. I've done 2 buddy reads so far and I'm currently doing a 3rd. But it's something that I definitely want to do more of in the future, and yeah, I really just enjoyed that experience. And then 3rd channel that I want to talk about is one I've watched for quite a long time, but this month I've just really enjoyed watching her videos, and that is Mercedes from Mercy's Bookish Musings. The funny thing about me watching her channel is that we have no similar book taste, basically. Like I think she reads a lot of, for example, she reads quite a bit of non-fiction, but she also reads very literary books. She reads like books about nature and just generally books that I would probably like. I think she reads quite a lot of like fantasy and stuff, like high fantasy. Is that what I mean? Yeah. I don't really read any of those things. Like, I mean, I'm interested to try some out because of obviously she's talked about them, and I do really enjoy her videos, irrelevant of whether or not they're books that I would potentially pick up. I just think the way she talks is really eloquent. I think she's very to the point, and she's sort of no nonsense, and I kind of love that about her. So yeah, she's my 3rd favourite of the month. Then I have 3 YouTubers, or YouTube channels at least, that I really like. The first one being Brogan from Brogan Tate. I love Brogan's channel. I think I followed her since she had like 10,000 subscribers, and now she's on like 52,000, which is amazing and so incredible. She does a lot of weekly vlogs. She puts out a weekly vlog every Monday, and it is like the highlight of my Monday. I always sit and watch them. And she's really good at commenting back. Like the amount of times I've commented and she's replied to my comment, which just feels really nice to know that people are like know that you're watching their videos, which is great. She's also really good at replying on Twitter and things, which I really love. I've recently been rewatching her Disney vlogs because she does like Disney, and I've never been to Disney World Florida, but I feel like I have now because I'm watching her vlogs. And she's also very good at doing like motivational. I think she's just very like boss lady. Like I love it. And yeah, really enjoy watching her videos. Then I have another YouTuber whose videos I've really been loving, and that is Susie from Hello October. Now she is a channel that again I've watched for quite some time. I kind of used to watch like every now and then, but now I kind of watch every video she puts out because I think they're so good. She's a beauty / fashion YouTuber. She does talk about luxury goods quite a lot. And it's not necessarily something that I go for, but I love watching her videos. She's very succinct. She did a Q&A video recently, which was amazing. She's also done a lot of tattoo videos, which again, I have no tattoos, I can't relate, but I love watching her videos. And she's just really personable, and I really enjoy her. So yeah, definitely check out her channel. Then the final one is a talk. It's like a, what do they call it? Like a talk show in the UK. Who have a YouTube channel that I literally watch all the time, and that is Loose Women. And I'm not even ashamed to say it. I used to say it was my guilty pleasure, but I'm not guilty about it anymore. Basically, Loose Women is where they have panellists of, well, it's usually 4 women. They occasionally do Loose Women and Men, and they always have like guests and things on. And I always watch their videos. Samantha Mumba was on it the other day, and I adore Samantha Mumba. Stacey Solomon's on it a lot. I love her. You have Colleen Nolan, who's one of my favourite human beings. Just a lot of different people, and they have so many different like guests on, and they always talk about really like controversial topics, but they all sort of, and it's always like between them they have like an opinion there's always two different sides of the story, and they always have like both opinions on there, which I love. And yeah, I just really enjoyed it. I think it's a great channel, and I'm really glad I've been watching it. Mainly because it's actually on television at like 1 PM and I'm always at work, so. And I don't even own a TV, so that doesn't really help me either. Next up, the category is TV, and I have been re-watching The Great British Bake Off on Netflix recently. I'm currently on season 3, I believe, and I just really love this show. Like, I watched it kind of on and off when it was on TV. Like, I didn't watch the whole series through, and so I'd kind of see bits and pieces and whatever, and I would never actually have been able to watch it from the beginning. So being able to like re-watch all the series is really, really good, and I'm a little bit in love with Brendan from season 3. So yeah, I can't remember who won either, so actually it's quite interesting because I don't actually know. And then the final category is 3 of my favourite YouTube videos, because as I've said previously, I don't watch movies, but I tend to watch a lot of YouTube, so I thought it'd be really cool to like put in like some YouTube actual videos that I've watched. So the first one is one that has been out for ages, and for some reason I have not watched it before now. And I don't quite know how I've missed it, because I love this channel, but for some reason, like I said, I've missed this one, and I watched it like this month and I loved it. And that is from Lily Pebbles channel, who is another YouTuber who I love, and this is the video entitled My Wedding Day. And this was like a 5-minute video that was basically like a short and sweet, like, it was like a snapshot of her wedding. Like, it showed like different bits to her wedding. It obviously didn't go into massive detail because... Why is there a dog barking? I live in a flat. There is no dogs. Shh. I'm filming. Shush. Yeah, and I watched this, like I said, and it was just really beautiful. Like, at the beginning of the video, there was bits of the speeches that were made by Lily and her husband Rich, and by their like friends and family and their parents, and those little bits of the like speeches, you could just tell how much they love each other, and I just think it's really, really lovely. And yeah, I really liked the video. I thought their wedding was like beautiful, and it was not as like, what's the word? It was quite like calm and casual, I think. It wasn't like really like super not organised, that's not the word, but like really, really like lavish, and I loved that about it. Like, it had that really like cosy feel, and I just think it really sums up what I know about Lily as well. So yeah, that was a great video. The second video that I really want to talk about is another one of the YouTubers that I like to watch, and that is Erica Sacconi, and she did a video called The Appalachian Trail Killer, and basically it's a series that she does, which is like a true crime one where she talks about true like murders and things that have happened. And I'm a big true crime buff. Like, I adore true crime, and you may know that from previous videos. Love them. And so when she started doing this series, I was like, this is literally my 2 favourite things, YouTube and true crime. I adore it. And Erica Sacconi is really, really lovely as well, and she looked amazing in the video. She had these like braids which just looked amazing. Yeah, and I loved the video, and I thought it was a really interesting case as well, and it really made me think, so really, really good. And then the final one is actually last month, one of my, which I'll link below my June favourites, but one of my BookTube favourites was The World of Books, and I still am really loving her. I obviously didn't want to put her down twice because I've already mentioned her last month, but I do have one of her videos that I want to talk about. And other than the Rapid Bookfire tag, which I just uploaded my last video, which she tagged me in, so thank you very much, Rebecca, again. She did a BookTube-a-thon TBR. Now, I'm not participating in the BookTube-a-thon. I'm really bad at readathons. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I had all these plans to do some this summer, and it's just not going to happen. So, yeah, I watched her BookTube-a-thon TBR, and she just reads so many amazing books, and there's either ones I've not heard of that sound amazing because she's recommending them and I think I need to read these, or it's books that I've got or read and I've loved or want to read, or I just love her, and I think her video is really, really good. I love the kind of books that she picked for the different challenges, and generally I just really, really enjoy her channel. This video was amazing, so please go and check it out. Send it some love. So yeah, that is my July favourites. I really hope that you like this video. This is definitely, like I said, one of my favourite ones to film, so I'm hoping that you enjoy them. But please let me know down below what your favourite song this month was. That's what I would like to know this month. So give me some music recommendations. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday at 5 PM, so please come back, subscribe if you haven't already, and press the little notification bell to let you know when I upload, even though I just told you. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys!